I'd say my Polaris three-wheeler is due for an actual build. So I'm gonna tear this thing down, like way down. Last time I posted a video with this thing, somebody brought it to my attention that it's actually not supposed to dump gas everywhere every time you take the mounting bolts out. So I've got a really cool custom feature on my three-wheeler that makes it so every time I take the gas tank off, I get incredibly frustrated. So it's a cool feature I got. All right, had to do a little change in scenery because I've got some other stuff in my garage right now. But anyways, as you can see, the tank drained. So I can get this thing out of the way finally. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling the top end off so we can start working towards taking the motor out. So I'm gonna quit talking and start taking this thing apart. And I actually already took the head bolts off and the clutches, as you can see. So I was checking the port timing on this cylinder because I'm gonna need to know that for what we're doing to this thing. One of the things that I plan to fix is our lovely wiring harness here. It like pains me to look at this. So while I have it apart, that is definitely on the to-do list. Choke cable through here. Set that off to the side. Got our base nuts. These are 14s, if you're wondering. Right, now I can go ahead and pull the cylinder off. Kind of hard in the three-wheeler frame. Imagine this would be quite a bit easier if it was a four-wheeler. Right. Cylinders off. Cyclone cylinder. Love these things. It's so cool. Well, anyways, there's that. So now we need to actually take the engine out of the frame. Looks like that's a 9/16, and it is a through bolt, unfortunately. I hope I'm not in the way. Okay, that one's loose. Now I can get our other one up front. So next, unplug our stator wires, push them through. Hopefully I don't have to cut the zip tie yet. And then push through, thankfully. Disconnected. Forgot my ground. Let's see what size this is. One of the annoying things about these old Polarises is all the hardware on the engine is metric, and like all the frame bolts and everything are standard. So I'm always having to switch whenever I'm doing engine work. Well, I don't even really need this because I took my battery off. I'll go put it in my scrap box, or not scrap, spare parts, I guess. Well, I guess that's all there is to that. All right, so now that we got the engine out, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on pulling this trans. So to get the trans out, I actually have to pull the swing arm. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the swing arm bolts. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing on jack stands. So. I might need an actual breaker bar for that. Oh. All right. And go ahead and get our shock loosened up. Also, you probably noticed I took my chain off, but that's pretty boring, so I just did it off camera. I'm gonna put this bolt back so I don't forget about it. Alright. Now for this swing arm bolt. Oh, golly, that's tight. Now I gotta fish this swing arm out somehow. Alright. We're free. Now that the swing arm is out of the way, we can get to the transmission. Now I've just got one more bolt down here. All right. There we go. It's looking pretty bare. So now we gotta tackle the forks and the mess of wiring that's on there, which I'm really not looking forward to. So I guess let's get into that. All right, I got this thing spun around so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And basically, a bunch of the wiring runs into the headlight here, or basically all of it actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that out of the way, hopefully just take the harness off completely. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start working on getting the forks off and everything, so we can get the frame completely stripped down. And yeah, anyways, I guess I'll get to work. Basically now I think I need to fish this headlight through somehow. And I think I need to take it out of its frame to do that. Yep. Just got to disconnect the key as well. Gonna undo my ghetto ground strap that I was using to kill the engine, and we should be free. Alright, there's the cage. So now our headlight should just pull through, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Yep. Wiring's out of the way. So now we gotta deal with the bars. Shouldn't be too bad. Throttle is off. Alright, bars are free. So now to finish getting all the wiring out, I'm actually going to take out the triples because there's some more wiring hiding back in there. And then we should have a bare frame. Or actually, I guess I've got to take off the floorboards too. But after that, we should have a bare frame. I really have no idea how to approach this. So I think what I'm going to do first is try and slide the forks out. And then I'll deal with taking the triple clamp out. I don't know if that's the order you're supposed to do it in, but it makes sense in my head. So I guess I'll get to doing that. I don't really know how to approach taking this off. Kind of messed up in the order of disassembly, it seems. Change of plan. I'm gonna take the triples off. This is gonna be ridiculous trying to get those off. Alright, top clamp. So apparently there's some sort of specialty nut here on top. And I don't have the type of socket, I guess, that I need to take it off. So I'm about to do some custom work with a pair of big pliers. So probably shouldn't do this. Oh, it's like already loose. I don't know if that should be loose, but it is. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be that loose. Now I know this bearing is not like a contained bearing, like the ball bearings are just sitting in there. So I'm gonna try not to spill those. So I've got a magnet. I got it. No, I think it is. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Might as well keep pulling it out. This is just literally couldn't go any worse, I don't think. It was a massive catastrophe, but I got this thing off, so a win is a win, I guess. Well, I'm sure I'll continue to find those ball bearings all over my garage for the next year, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start stripping the rest of the frame. This is both for my sake and maybe it'll help some of you, but these two brown wires go on that Phillips head right there. And they were layered with the one with the black and green over top of the one with the yellow. So I think all we have left now is our CDI and our coil. And that should be everything. Harness is out. Well, there we go. It's a pretty much bare frame. First time I've ever torn an ATV down this far. So I guess that's all there is to it. I'm gonna have to kind of put this on the back burner while I save up money to powder coat it. But either way, there's some stuff we can do in the meantime. But that's not gonna be for today's video because that's pretty much all I have. So if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And I hope to see you in the next one.